Yeah. Good morning, students. I am Stinivas, Assistant Professor from the Department of Information Technology, BVRIT, Narsapur. I am taking the today's course Python programming. In that today's topic is history of Python. So we have already seen that Python is invented by uh, Rosum. He began its application in December 1989 in Sintram Wiskunde Informatia, that is CWI, which was situated in Netherlands, and the programming language in which the Python is said have succeeded ABC programming language. So before that, ABC programming language was developed, and which had interfacing with the Amoeba operating system, had the features of exceptional handling. So before that, Amoeba operating system, the ABC language supports the Amoeba operating system where he was done. And his further name came from the BBC TV show, that is the Monty's Python Flying Circus. And the language was finally released in 1991. And when he was released, he used a lot of your codes to express the concepts with the comparing of C and C++. So again, Gudor van Rossum was invented the Python programming at Sintram Wiskunde Informatica in Netherlands in 1989 and released in the market in 1991. He has given the name as Python from Monty's Python's Flying Circus. And initially when he developed, he has developed the code. He has developed the code based on comparing with the C and C++ language. Then after that, once in 1991 came into the market, he has released the different versions of Python. So here you can see the versions of Python. The first version released in, I have taken actually from the latest version onwards. The latest version which came into existence in in 2022, that version is called as 3.10. Again, before that 21 3.10. If you see, I have given the versions from 1996 onwards. So the first version is 1.4 in 1996, second version 1.5, 1.6, so on. So why these different versions have occurred? So just now I mentioned you that when developed the Python program initially, Python language initially, he developed the language with comparing the syntax of C and C++. Then again, when first version came, when we compared the Python present version and first version, there is lot of difference in the code. Initially, the first version is, the code may be somewhat more like C and C++. Then followed by code is decreased in the second version. Again, code is decreased in third version. If you see the last version and the present version, you can see the code is comparing with the 2022 and 1996. The code lines are very less. Syntax are very less. So these are the versions. You should remember some glance of versions and why we have developed all this. He was developed all these versions. So let us see keywords. So keywords are, we have seen you might have seen in the C language, C programming language, those who already learned the C. Here the keywords are reserved words in the programming language. So we know that keywords are called as reserved words. Reserved words are nothing but, the meaning of reserved is that the keywords which we define once, the predefined words, you cannot change their meaning. So these keywords are called as reserved words. All the keywords are designated with a special meaning to each. Each keyword gives a specific purpose. Each keyword is used for the specific task. So these are called as special meaning to each other. The meaning of keywords are fixed, that cannot be modified or removed. As I told that, because of this reason, these are called as reserved words. all the keywords, all the keywords are used as have the defined, all the keywords are defined in the lowercase or uppercase. All the keywords are defined in lowercase or uppercase. Okay. In the Python, there are 35 keywords. Actually, initially the Python in few textbooks, if you verify, only 33 keywords are there. At present, in the 2022, the Python having 35 keywords. So how can we remember all these keywords? In the other languages, we should remember all the keywords. But here, when we use the keywords, very simple. Here the following Python code is used to display the keywords in the Python. For example, here import keyword. Import is a library function which is already predefined function. Import means take. We know that English meaning. So import keywords. Then print keywlist. Keyword list. If you type it, this all the keywords are displaying. Here I have given one screenshot of this IDE. Here you can see students. Import keyword. Print keyword.keylist. All these keywords you can see here. 35 keywords are displayed here. False, none, true, and, as, is said. All these keywords again I will be displaying in the next. Okay. In the next slide we will see what is the meaning of false, why we are using the false, what is the asynchronous, what is the wait, what is the break. All these keywords, 35 keywords with the meaning we will discuss in the next slide. Here you can see. And logical and operator. This and keyword we are using for logical and operator. As is used to create an alias. Create the another one. Next one is second I give asset. This is for debugging purpose to finding the errors. Break. Used to break out the loop. Breaking of loop. This you might have seen in the C programming also, those we already learned. Class. To create the class. Continue. Again, continue is also from the other programming language to continue the next iteration for the loop. Def. Used to create a function. Used to defining the function. Okay, so for this def keyword is always used for defining the function if you define the keyword. Then delete. Used to delete the object. Elif, else, then here if, else if. These are all you know that these are used for control statements or conditional statements. In the next video we are going to see that. Except, this is with exemption, what to do when the exemption occur. Finally, specify the exemption is solved. Then for, again the final is also control statement to create the loop. From, to import the specific part, just now we have seen import the keyword, so we use import. Global, to create the global variable. You know that in the C programming language, the variable which are out of the globe, out of the local variables are called as global variable. That means out of main. So import we have seen, used to import the models. In, to check. This is called, this is used in another operator. Used to check whether the value is present in the list, tuples or whatever may be, etc. Is used to test if the two variables are equal. Then lambda, it is another function, anonymous function. We are not giving any, in the function generally we are defining with the keyword def, but here lambda we are giving simply with the help of lambda without using this def. Next, none. Used to create null value. Then non-local, other than local, like global variable. Wait. Library to write the concurrent code. When we are using two or more code, we are taking that. Not or. These are also like and logical operators. Pass. Pass is also another manipulating statement like break and continue. Rise. To rise an exception, we are using this. Return. Used to exit the function and return a value to get the return value. Try. Try is used to try exception statement in exception handling. This is related to OOPS concept. While is used to create the while loop. Like for, while, if else, these are the control statements. This is for creating the loop like for. With, simplify the exception handling. Yield, used to end the function, return the generator value. True or false. These are the boolean functions. Async. Async is library function used to concurrent the code. So these are the meaning of 35 keywords. If you know the meaning, it's more than enough. If you don't remember the keywords also, simply you can go for the import keywords and simply you print keyword KW list. You will be printing all these keywords as we have seen in the previous slide. So let us see one other definition, another topic. We know that variable. So what is the variable? So for example, if I give the simple meaning, I want to give the input as some 5. Then when I give the input 5, where does the input is stored in the computer? Generally, what are the inputs or whatever the data we are giving, that will be stored in the library. Then when you are giving the 5, this will be stored in the memory. Memory will be having different locations. So how can we update or how can we take that particular location? How can we access that location? So that will be having specific address. So the address completely, the address will be in the some decimal numbers or some hexadecimal numbers. That much we cannot access directly. So instead of that, the address can be replaced with some letter. Is called as variable. So variable is defined as location of memory. Location of memory. Variable means location of memory. For example, if I give A is equal to 5, A represents the location of particular location from the memory. So this is also defined as variable is alternate name used for memory location. Then here, how can we access this memory? How can we give this naming the variable? So here, identifier naming, because you know that variable also one of the identifier. Identifier means any name is given to identify the particular thing, like class, functions, or variable, etc. So for that purpose, for the variable, what are the rules we require? Variables are example of identifiers. So I have given here, I am naming the identifier. First, you can see rules for identifiers are given. Rules for the variables are follows the same. So the first character of variable must be alphabet or underscore. For example, if you want to write the name Srini, you can write Srini. You can write in the capital letter, you can write in the smaller letter. It may be lowercase letter A to Z or uppercase letter A to Z, or maybe underscore, or before that underscore Srini you can write, or underscore Srini 1 2 3 you can write. Can we write 1 2 3 Srini? No, that is not valid. So here you can see the first rule is that the first character must be alphabet, underscore or alphabet. Again, this alphabet must be from small letter, that is lowercase from A to Z, or uppercase from A to Z, or underscore or digits separately 0 to 1. This identifier must not containing any white space or special character, etc. These are the special character at the rate, as, ampersand, and asterisk LDs. The identifier name must not be similar with the keyword defining in the language. Just now we have seen around 35 keywords. The keywords cannot be used to name these variables. They must not be similar with the keywords. And again, the names are case sensitive. For example, my name is not same. Here you can see all smaller letter, one capital letter, small letter. These are not same. So these are having sensitive, case sensitive. Identifier valid writing like this 1 2 3 underscore n underscore 9 etc. 1a, as I told you that it always should start with the alphabet underscore, not with the digits. After the alphabet you can write. These are the correct, invalid. So here you can see variable hold the value. Just now I have given. For example, I want to give that a is equal to 5. Then here a is variable that hold the value 5. That means a represents here. A is the memory location where it holds the integer value 5. Then variable can return in multiple ways. Here a is equal to 10, b is equal to IPython, c is equal to 10.5. These are a, b, c are variable and they are holding the different types of data types. So in the variable we no need, in this Python we no need to define particular variable separately. For example, no need to declare, directly initialization we can give. Some a is equal, some int a is equal 10, not required here. Simply you give the 10, the Python can understand, this programming language can support that 10 is decimal number, so integer. Then b is equal to IPython, as it is written Python in the inverted quotes, so it can understand that this is a string. C is equal to 10.5. C is a variable which containing the holds the value 10.5. We know that 10.5 is float value, so no need to define float. And then we have the one function, type function. Type function can give the value of this all these variables which you define. Here print type a, it gives a value 10 is nothing but it gives it is a integer. Type b, this type b means this type function is used to give type of variable we are taking. So b is what is there here? String. Similarly type c, c is what is the type of the c? It gives float. So this is another advantage of Python programming, where variable need not to define and we can access directly. The Python itself we can give, and to check this we can use the type function also. Without this print statement also, simply you can take type and you can write a, b, c, these values, you will be getting which type of data type is this.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.